Hey Leo, welcome to your you versus them love reading between you and your person. If it resonates, Bratty'sTarot.com is where it's at to book a personal reading with me. I am having a sale going on there until April 2nd, so make sure that you check it out. And if it does not resonate with you, make sure that you're checking for your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, and your Jupiter placements for the full picture, okay? Make sure also that you like, comment, and share and subscribe. All right, so Leo, let's go ahead and take a look at you and your person. So you have the devil. Keep in mind that you can reverse the roles as needed, okay? But for the person that I'm reading for, which is you, I'm always going to put you first, okay? But take the other side if it resonates. So we have the devil for your overall energy. What about that devil energy? What about that devil energy for Leo? The Three of Swords in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, tell me about that Hermit in reverse. The Fool. Tell me about that Devil. The Lovers in reverse. So I'm not gonna lie, Leo. If this person cheated on you, if this is a past person, if they cheated on you, if they were having a third party or something like that, then you could be having a really hard time still getting over that. You could like deeply fear that happening again, or just even if they've never done anything to you, you just may worry about it happening. Because you definitely feel like this is somebody who's very determined to win or very determined to get something out of this for better or for worse. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. There may be a little bit of paranoia when it comes to fully committing to somebody or fully committing to this. Even if you're in a relationship with them, maybe there's still a lot of apprehension in regards to moving in or getting married or, whatever it may be. Basically, investing more could be a little bit, you could be a little bit weary about that. You could be a little bit afraid to take a leap because you don't fully trust this person. Okay. All right, so you have the Five of Wands in reverse for your feelings towards this person. Tell me about that Five of Wands in reverse for Leo's feelings towards their person. The World. Okay. Seven of Swords in reverse. The Judgment in reverse. What's the Seven of Swords in reverse? The Knight of Cups in reverse. I feel like this is somebody that's holding secrets from you. You know, you may feel like this is somebody that's holding secrets from you. And it's like you're trying your best to not make a dumb decision, basically, because you're super suspicious of whomever this is. And so, you know, I'm not saying like you're on methamphetamine or anything, but like if this reading was like a drug, it would be meth, okay? Because you are definitely paranoid. And maybe you have a good reason, I have no idea, but just be careful with that thought process. But I don't think that you're really in the mood to get your ego involved or get into any fights with this person. You're definitely wanting something to end because I think that you're so tired of the mental gymnastics that you just want to see where it could go from here. I do feel, like I said before, you're not fully open to being 100% vulnerable with this person because A, you feel like they're keeping secrets, or it's like you're not willing to fully commit because you don't trust them. You feel like they're with you for alternative reasons. You have the moon for how you view your person. Tell me about that moon energy. Make sure to check out my website for personal readings for 20% off from now until April 2nd. You have the Hierophant, the Magician in reverse, the Page of Cups in reverse. It's so interesting to me because it's like you feel this person is committal or could commit, but you feel like it's a trick. You feel like they're pulling the one-eyed willy on you, or you feel like they're freaking hiding something. You feel like they're hiding, like this is I'm so sorry, but this is like you are doing your ultimate detective work. You may have an idea of what it is, but you're not totally invested in what the idea is. I definitely don't think that you're afraid to like tell this person like it is, but really what it comes down to is you're too afraid to take another step or put another foot in front of the other before you have the truth of the matter, you know? So In your future actions towards this person, you have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have a lot of earth energy on the table, but of course you could be any sign or have any placements, or this person could. Yeah, the Page of Swords, I told you, it's like you're playing Spy Kids over here. I feel like this King of Wands is your person. Yeah, you're not. You could be wondering if this person is taking advantage of you. Taking advantage of you, or taking you for granted, or pulling the one-eyed Willie on you, or whatever it is. You're definitely like, it's interesting because this person is looking right at you, right? That King of Wands is looking at this Queen of Pentacles, but the Queen of Pentacles is looking that way, but the Page of Swords is like looking that way as well, pretending like they're not looking that way. Do you know what I mean? And I think it's because there's this fear maybe of an abrupt ending, or finding out this person isn't really who they thought they were, etc. Right? Can I get some advice? Now, whether your paranoias or your suspicions are correct or not, I have no idea. And I don't know who this person is, so I don't know if they would just straight up lie. Advice, please, for Leo about this person. The Tower in reverse, the Strength in reverse, and the Hangman in reverse. It may be telling you to maybe not, don't tell this person everything. I'm not saying like you need to be super suspicious, but I'm also feeling like any opportunities or offers that this person gives you, try to take it with a grain of salt. Because I feel like you're right. I feel like you're maybe not, I mean, I don't want to say you're right, but you may not be seeing things correctly. And it may be telling you that in order to avoid a potential disaster, some unwanted change, you may be needing to change your perspective or do a little bit more research before moving forward. Okay. I'm not saying like this person's cheating or they're, talking bad about you. It could be something so small. So please keep that in mind. Okay. So Leo's person, I'm going to talk directly to you now. Okay. So I have the 8 of Pentacles for your overall energy for Leo's person. Sorry about that. The 8 of Pentacles, the King of Cups in reverse, the 5 of Wands, and the 10 of Cups. What's the King of Cups in reverse? The King of Wands in reverse. What's the 5 of Wands in reverse? The 9 of Swords. I'm not gonna lie, Leo's person, you are well, I don't want to say you are, but you're trying to work on any emotional inconsistencies or any ego that's derived from any emotional immaturity. So if you are emotionally mature, or if you have been gaslighting, or whatever negative emotion that has been deriving from you because of your ego getting in the way, you're actively trying to work on it, but there's a constant fear, like it feels like you're afraid to express your emotion, or you're afraid to express what you're really thinking, or it's like, I feel like you're the masculine, I'm not gonna lie, like there's something about your masculine energy that's kind of like a little bit. And so you may be keeping your feelings to yourself sometimes, or your thoughts to yourself, or not expressing your emotion because there's a serious fear of like fighting. Now, this may be a relationship. Okay. I see the 10 of Pentacles on Leo's side, and I see the 10 of Cups on your side. Okay. And they're both in the upright. So this is somebody that makes you very, very happy. You love Leo, you adore Leo, you have strong feelings, or you're in love with them. Maybe you have a family with them for some of you, or you're in a relationship. Maybe that's what you want. But there's a constant conflict between that. You may feel like Leo is paranoid, constantly paranoid. And so you may feel like they are constantly trying to unveil you. You feel like they're constantly trying to see what it is, so that way they can avoid a disaster. And I say that because it's like the Tower in reverse is like, all right, we don't want this tower to fall. We don't want it to crash, And the High Priestess in reverse is giving me like Neptune energy because it's Pisces, but this Neptune in reverse more so gives me a sense of pulling off the veil, you know, of you. So in your feelings, this is justice in reverse. So, okay. All right. I'm not taking all those. I got that justice in reverse. Last shuffle. The Emperor in reverse, the Page of Swords in reverse, and the Moon in reverse. What's that Moon in reverse? The World's in reverse. What's that Page of Swords in reverse? The Hierophants. You may feel like Leo is constantly burnt out because they are constantly paranoid about you having another lover. Now, you know, I feel like there's a constant power dynamic happening between you and Leo. And the reason why I say that is because all of your masculine energy over here is in the reverse. So, especially with that Emperor in reverse. And this tells me that you're trying to control a narrative based around assumptions that Leo has about you. So, it's like you may feel like Leo is constantly accusatory or constantly accusing you of things, or you may feel like Leo is constantly paranoid or has the upper hand or tries to get the upper hand by accusing you of it. And so it's like there's this sense of you trying to balance the scales by taking control of the situation, or that's what you feel like you have to do sometimes. And you could have this fear of losing control in a relationship. Like, I don't know if you had that happen before or what. You may also feel like Leo wants to get married. Leo wants to get married, or Leo wants something more than what you're offering, or that's what you're assuming. Also, for some of you, there could be perceived religious or spiritual differences. So you view Leo as the Three of Wands. I just heard that song by Eminem. It's a fight to the top, whether you like it or not. Da, 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 da. I can't remember what it is. If you guys know, I can't remember it. Wow. Okay. The Three of Wands, the King of Swords, the Chariot, the Nine of Cups. You may feel like at times Leo can be very mean, or there's some financial issues that you're dealing with that are kind of bombarding you. Okay. Or maybe Leo has financial issues. I'm not really sure. With this energy, you definitely feel like Leo is not afraid to express their opinions on things. You feel like Leo is pretty logical, sound. You know what I mean? You feel like Leo don't mind telling it like it is, and you definitely feel like Leo will put themselves first if push came to shove. But I also feel like you see Leo as your wish fulfillment, or Leo kind of checks off all the boxes for you. What's that King of Swords? The Fool in reverse. You may also feel like Leo has an issue with kind of just saying whatever they're thinking without thinking. And so you may feel like Leo is trying to be more patient and more concise or more particular about how it is they come across when it comes to you. Um, you also look at Leo as somebody who's very brave, which is kind of like a Leo trait anyway. Well, pretty much with all the fire signs, especially I feel like they say Aries and Leo are so brave, but like y'all ever seen a Sagittarius? Sagittarius would be delusional as hell. They'd be thinking they could fly. So 4 Pentacles in reverse for your future actions towards Leo. There's definitely some power dynamics going on. And what's interesting now, it makes more sense to me, especially if Leo is a feminine or this first person here, because you're showing up in negative masculine energy, but you're viewing Leo as positive masculine energy. Some of you may have had an issue with a father figure growing up, second person, Leo's person, okay? And so maybe you find this kind of threatening by Leo. Tell me about that Four of Pentacles in reverse. Ten of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and that Six of Swords. Is the Queen of Pentacles the first person? Yes. What's that Six of Swords? Page one's in reverse. It's like you may be thinking, you may have like an inkling to move on sometimes. Like you may think about it, but I feel like there's a delay. Like you don't want to. Okay. It's like you think about it and then you're like, no, what am I talking about? Like I want Leo, you know. And so with this Four of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Six of Swords, that page one's in reverse is clarifying the Six of Swords. But I asked if that Queen of Pentacles was Leo, and it said yes. And so you still want to take your chances. You know, you still want to take your chances. And the thing is that I feel like you feel like you have something to prove to Leo, like you're trying to put in all the effort possible because you do view Leo as like a wife or a husband or somebody that could be like the mother of your kids. And so it's like, or whatever. And so it's like you're willing to go the extra mile. Two of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse. But you still feel like Leo has hesitations about you. It's like you feel like Leo is trying to unveil you. Let me get advice. Advice for Leo's person in regards to Leo. I mean, you know, Leo definitely doubts this. Like, I'm not gonna lie. You know, Leo definitely doubts this. Um, but I think that with that Nine of Wands, Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Seven of Wands, you may still need to stand your ground when it comes to Leo. It may be telling you to still fight for this while still holding your ground because Leo may have a slick mouth. You know, it keeps showing up for Leo. Sorry, Leos. Okay, but y'all may have a little bit of a slick mouth, and so I feel like I'm not gonna lie. You know, Leo's person, if you are the masculine, like I feel like you know it's time to kind of be a man. You know, I feel like, you know, it's kind of time to be a man, you know, or a woman. Just it's time to like take charge. It seems like you need to kind of take charge, but not in the way that you think. Because it's like, you know, and I'm not saying that you do this, but just for an example, like there are men out there or women, okay, there are people out there that think that dominating somebody or having control over somebody or, you know, trying to wear the pants, I guess you could say, is like yelling or it's like, you know, starting a fight or it's actually not that. Dominance and confidence is incredibly quiet, isn't it? Dominance and confidence is incredibly quiet. And if that's what you want and you feel like Leo is okay with that, then you're going to have to be more cool, calm, and collected, especially if you know that Leo has a slick mouth. You know what I mean? Or will get fired up, especially if you know Leo is trying to unveil you. Okay. So Leo Crosswatcher was an absolute pleasure. www.brattystarot.com. Right now I'm having a sale for 20% off one-on-one Zoom calls and pre-recorded readings. That sale ends on April 2nd. Make sure that you subscribe if you have not. I'd greatly appreciate it. I'd love to have you here. Comment if it resonated. Make sure that you like the video as well. If you're into creative writing, I'm a writer, so you can find all of that information or all of that content on my social media platforms, which is Instagram, my website under channel messages, and also Twitter. So just look on the screen. I love you guys. Talk soon. Bye.